Complex Simplicity. Hope you had a great Thursday. Just wanted to touch bases with you and, shoot the breeze. Anyway, I'm on here because I wanted you to listen to the interview above this video clip of me being interviewed by Squirrel Rosenberg podcast radio. It was an amazing experience. It was very unexpected. Yesterday, which was June 14th, I met with them, sat with them, had the best of times. This was the first time that I was really interviewed by someone who got me and got my movement. And for it to be a male who was the interviewer who got me and got my movement was so bomb and so dope, and I'm just so excited and rejuvenated about all the amazing things that Complex Simplicity can achieve out here, We're in a day and age where people don't really want to hear about positivity, about self-love. It's all about being ratchet, doing crazy things just to get likes and to gain a following. And I'm out here trying to empower people, as a whole bunch of other people I'm sure out there trying to do as well. I'm just trying to do it the Chanel way. And, to really be able to discuss what my whole movement is about. And, he went deep into like my childhood, y'all. He went deep into, the things that I've learned, the dynamics that I grew up with. And I love that because a huge component of this website is a psychological aspect. I do have a degree in psychology, and it's been a passion of mine as well to understand the human brain. Why do we do the things we do? Why do we behave the way we behave? Why do we think the way we think? Why do we treat each other the way that we do? Why do we not love ourselves the way that we should? Or why do some of us, do the crazy things that we do? And, if I can help anyone out there while even helping myself, hey, I'm for it. As well as to have light and fluffy moments and to bug out and share my love for fashion and music. I just love it. And, I, in my mind, know the goals that I would love to achieve. I would love to be able to do a podcast of my own or get a gig on a radio show or be a talk show host, right? I have certain dreams of my own, and I know it's, one step at a time to get there. So when there's someone else who is just as hungry and who is getting it and making their dreams come true, able to stop and be like, what you're doing is dope. Like, I think that you're bomb. Like, I love what you're doing. That meant the world to me. It was so humbling. I had my husband there to support me, someone who's like family to us, the best man in our wedding, Dom. Shout out to you. You know who you are. It's because of you this whole interview even came into fruition, and I will forever be eternally grateful for that, So just when, I thought that, people are like, yeah, we see what she's doing, but there are people out here who actually are like, yo, who's that girl? And for me, it's not about being noticed or recognized or trying to achieve fame. It's really just, if I can do what I love and make a coin out of it and help people on top of it, like, that's dope. So I'm at the stage where I'm still grinding it out. I'm still trying to lay down the foundational bricks, still trying to pay my dues, still trying to learn and grow, right? But you just never know what God may have for you. So I want to encourage you all out there, you got dreams, don't give up. One of my girlfriends hit me up this morning, and she was like, yo, you're encouraging me to want to continue to follow my dreams. Like, I thought that was so dope. That encouraged me. She knows who she is more than anything, I've made it very clear that a lot of times I felt like I would hear crickets, wouldn't really get a lot of support from my friends or peers in that way. But when, you do have a few faithful friends who will be like, yo, I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You're inspiring me. That's so bomb. That helps to encourage me as well. I'm human like everyone else out here, folks, right? But one thing that I will not do is give up. That's what I'm not going to do. What I loved about the interviewer, he's referred to as Squirrel, it's the fact that he seemed like he got me and understood me. One of the first things he said to me is that you're very confident. Where did this confidence come from? And that you're very self-aware. Two major things about my personality, right? And for him to have known me for 2 minutes and be able to, within 5 minutes of the 2 minutes that he sat and talked with me, pick that up was like, yo, so I'm even learning. If I want to, be able to interview people out here, it's important to be able to be a great judge of character and to be able to, feel people out at a quick pace, So it was so bomb, and I'm hoping that you all would listen to the interview. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that it's helpful to someone out there. And if you get nothing else out of it, get this. Follow, Jesus, stomach growling. Follow your dreams out here. Figure out what it is that you want to do, because that's, you know, I'm on the same path and journey, right? Figure out what it is that you want to do. Work as hard as you can. Do as much research as you can. Try to get better and grow and hone in on whatever your skill sets are in order to make this dream happen, of course, with God's provisions, you know. So I'm out here still trying to piece together everything, and I don't have it all figured out, right, when it comes to my career. But I'm a lot clearer today than I was this time last year. I'm a lot clearer today than I was even a month ago. And so for me, that's everything and more. And I'm just so with it. I am ready to like step into what I'm supposed to be doing. And like I said, if I can materialize this thing and make a coin and get up and enjoy and look forward to going to work every day, that's what it's about for me, and help people on top of it. That's the most important thing, to really be able to help others out there. Like I said, I think we as a society, some of us are at the place where we're hungry for something that has sustenance, right? Not just wanting the ratchetness and all the reality TV and the video games and the crazy drama that dumbs us down in life. Like, we're ready for something deeper with more meaning. Rock with your girl. You know, I'm here trying to put out great content. It's funny, I went to see my mom today on my lunch break from work, and she's like, Chanel, like, you were able, you know, she checked the interview. She was like, awesome job. You are your brand. Like, you are your website. So you're able to answer any question, you know, like, you were like, great. And I said, you know, I appreciate that, Mom. The funny thing is, like, I didn't have the questions I was going to get ahead of time, right? You know, in some interviews, they'll send you everything that they will, and my computer's loud, that they're planning on asking you. Whereas this interview, I kind of walked in a bit blind. I didn't really know what exactly I was going to be asked. And so she said, but because you are your brand, you live the stuff that you blog about. This is not just you trying to find topics to talk about. Like, this is stuff, this represents who you are. You'll always be ready. And I was like, oh, Mama. You know, and I'm like, yes, you have to stay ready, be ready, you know, and that's where honing in on your gift, you know, your talents, your skill sets helps to prepare you to be ready. You know, I've experienced some things in life where I do have something to say out here, right? You know, I try to represent my brand as who I am. It is who I am. It's not something I'm trying to be, something I'm mimicking from another blogger I saw out there. Complex simplicity is Chanel Casimir, formerly known as Chanel Stewart. It's who I am, you know? And I feel like I'm able to stay ready because I'm just being me and doing me. And I want to encourage you out there to do you, be you, stay you. There have been people along the way, I've said this before, who have tried to deter me, not deter me, but who have said, why don't you try doing this? Or why don't you try doing that? And I know most of them were coming from a good place, but that wasn't me, my aesthetic, who I am. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna stick to who I am. And some would have been like, well, good luck with that, because whatever following you want to create, you're either never gonna get it or it's gonna take a long time. And I said, well, then it's cool. As long as I can sleep at night, I'm good, you know? And so I'm glad that I stuck to my guns and like doing the blogging thing my way, whether it's unorthodox, whether it's crazy, whether it doesn't look the most streamlined or, you know, professional. I'm being me. And guess what? Being me really hasn't steered me wrong, right? You know, I've been in situations where people want to know what I'm about and what my brand that I'm building is about, what my movement is about. And I'm so humbled and so thankful about that. I have to shout out my parents. Really, it's because of them that I am the confident woman who I am today. How they raised me, how they loved on me, how they nurtured me, and how they were real with me. How sometimes they had to get in my behind about certain things growing up, right? There was discipline in the home. They were good to one another. They're still married today, praise Jesus. And I owe a lot of who I am and how I am because of how my parents raised me. And so please, I hope you enjoy this interview, celebrate with me. But guess what? Your girl is still going in. I'm still working hard. I'm not giving up. I feel like I have so much more to share with you. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for rocking with your girl since May of last year, or whenever you did learn of complex simplicity. And as I always say, until next time.